voter education, civic education must be within that what? Election cycle. Because for me, the beauty part of it, I will get an NGO, look for the money, and I'm also hired by the NGO. Me, I don't lie now. Chairman, you'll be ready for that one. I'm coming, you declared the other day, I'm coming to observe what you're going to do. 2021, things were done like that. Me, I laugh at Uganda. All of you, when you are standing for election, you are standing against one institution, the state machinery. That is it, nothing else we are doing. My brother, now let me tell you, you are going to take our budget. You said the people Masindi said they want civic education. They will call you aside and say, what are you trying to do? What are you targeting? What is your, do you want your job or you don't want your job? You will come back here and say, onajua, sijui, enyamangogote inenda, sijui na kuwa sijui. These are the things they're talking about.
Yes! 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 DTV Uganda, in collaboration with our sponsors, the Forum for Women in Democracy, Fowede, Shaping the Future, and the Ghana National NGO Forum, fully powered by USAID, what you call USAID, the people from America. Guess what? Strengthening citizens' engagement in election is what we call SIN. Watch.
Men, free men, two men, one man must love. One man must love Uganda.
Fellow Ugandan, you must watch this.
Thank you very much. As a former licensed teacher, I like standing as I'm talking. Our dear Chairman, you're welcome. Chairman, you're welcome, sir. Yes.
Chairman, then I stop disturbing this chair. He will give you the office after.
I'm very, very blessed that the people seated in this room, now it is my time, the other time I just a joke introduction, that I know at least 90% of the people in this room. And one thing I've stood strong in the test of time is I've never been tempted to become a politician, but I remain a political animal. 3 days ago, people came to my mother's home asking me to stand for MPC. I told my mother, tell them to help. I can't. No. Chairman, before you came to politics, I was already a political animal. I would have become an MP in 2001. We were still around the police at that time. I'm very conscious about that. The youngest who was strong here, I was one of them, but I stood and told those of Ugonza Salama, I will not become a politician, but I will remain an important player in this arena. And that's why today I'm here, formerly as an EDRDP, formerly as a project manager at Encode Foundation, now working with business sector. But I did election observation too, as said by our moderator. 1996, I was a political agent representing or guarding the vote of my teacher, Mr. Bridger Stephen, 1996. At 17 years, imagine. We did not even know things of age, voting age, we did not know. For us, we just loved the man, and that is it. We went in, I was at Masindi Junior, what happened, we went back home. But I remember my father picked back the balls from Kiati. The balls Billy and him gave to the Kiati, told them play, he picked them and brought them back home. That is how serious he was. In 2001, I still played a leading role. Now I was at university time. 2006, I still played a role. That was by Hurinet. I don't know if full I've forgotten. Hired by my teacher, George Kabwimukia, to be an agent, still not an agent, in fact an observer at that time, as young as that 2006, after university with a lot of energy. 2011, still Hurinet and observer. 2016, fully, I was at RDP. We were in the game itself. We saw what happened. I was an leader at that time with the power and authority to sign a check, fire and hire at that given time. 2021, still I did my part with the civil society. We collected money through Mirak, did our regional our regional observation. So my key take, my brothers, you have asked.
First of all, we have a challenge. An election in a country is organized in what we call an ending cycle. That unending cycle is what my brother from Electoral Commission maybe will present. That cycle is endless. Isn't it, my brother? We have pre-election period, we have election period, we have post-election what? Period. That's I don't need that one. Just make it nice for me. Now, observation of election that you're asking me to talk about, civic education, I'm going to just talk about, the young man talked about many things that I agree with. I agree with my brother from NGO Forum what he talked about. All the things we agree, we need reforms. These reforms are not going to come from Americans, not anyone else. They must come from within us. We must agree as a country that we need reforms. Our elections are very outdated. So we need the reforms, but we should first understand civil society proceeded here, the LOC5, the political leaders, that elections are organized. The Electoral Commission of Uganda works in a certain cycle. That cycle starts from pre, it comes to election period, it goes to post-election. Everything that we are doing, either observation, pre-election, what happens, budgeting, planning, we start with the evaluation of the last cycle, what happened, the good things, the bad things, we budget, we plan. Isn't it, my brother? If I'm wrong, please. Now that's pre. In fact, currently we are finishing post. We are going to pre. Isn't it, sir? Post is immediate after election for a period of 1 year. So currently we are in post-election period. We are evaluating. My expectation in this, as an observer to be, I'm coming back as an observer, Mr. Nasa, again. Because for me, the beauty part of it, I will get an NGO, look for the money, and I'm also hired by the NGO. Me, I don't lie now. Chairman, you'll be ready for that one. I'm coming, you declared the other day, I'm coming to observe what you're going to do. So I've learned a lot. So I'm going to look for either RDP, I'll look for Mirak, I'll go to NGO Forum National, or Coordinate Masindi. I said the money is first. Let us get this money. And immediately I will tell the ED to hire me as a regional what? Will I be corrupt? I set my own terms, I am hired. That is it. So the election post now, Electoral Commission, I will also be giving my input. The Electoral Commission has not called us to discuss Masindi's post-election. Sir, you are 2 months here, but have not been called as a former observer that you people, what were the beautiful, the ugly things, the nasty, what do you have?
May you use this opportunity to give an insight on what happened?
On what happened?
On that to the East before the East.
I'm going to give all those things, but you know, we are all jumping the cycle. And the problem why we are jumping the cycle, and I'm insisting, is we are doing errors. When we talk about voter education in Uganda, with Electoral Commission come 3 months to the election day. Abakwenda kuvotinga mutikinge nkofira. Inye abakwenda kulaki mutikinge ke. Misana salamu just I want 15 minutes I'll come back. So the election, by standard me and you will know a panelist must use between 15 to 30 minutes. Even in
I will do maybe
insights, my insights in this election depend on the site. If you don't understand the country,
proceed.
I will have, at least I see it. So the cycle is abused. So when we talk about voter education, because that's my question, give your insights on voter education and civic education. So voter education should start within the cycle. When does it start? It is a cut-through thing. Civic education is when we are training the people about their obligation and rights, the citizens. Right from who are you, what do you do? And that one forms the basis of democracy in the country. Voter education is part of civic education that looks at training the voter on how you will vote, who to vote, when to vote, when are we voting. Now, the voting, civic education must start right from pre-election. In our observation, that was not done. That's my point of discussion, sir. It came as voter what? Education. My colleagues from Coordinate, my colleagues from RDP, in fact, you are the head of RDP, you will bear me witness, I wish Robert was here. Even Isma from Iraq, I wish you were with him in Hoima, I told you. We didn't do an observation of the entire electoral cycle. We did an observation of the voting day. I confess I'm a Catholic. So we just went and did that day. Mr. Bira Nasa, you are part of it. I can see the faces which are part of it. So we are supposed to observe hiring and recruitment. We are supposed to observe training, including training of NRM, training of FDC. That's what we call an election observation. But what we did is an election day observation. Because I knew the time was coming, I was called from Kampala, I came running, given a vehicle, you go and observe. And off we went. Was it not election day? Election day what? So my brother, who is from Electoral Commission, I'm calling upon you to encourage us to do the observation. Because you have authority and the power to say we are going to do recruitment. RDP, prepare your observers. We are going to do training. Because what we are observing the training is that this training results into either a better election day or a violent election what? Election day. So when you go back to whatever happened on election day, all the things, I had written a 20-page notification, but I could not do it. One is voter incompetence. Voters could not vote well. So I want to rush as the way the MC has put it. Voter incompetence and civic incompetence. People did not know what to do. People could not know, because my expectation on voting day, people should know how the line will move, the entire mapping and structure, you get it, of that voting place. But in reality, people did not know what to do, how to vote, who to vote, all the things were not done. And I will be very clear, those who know me very well, I don't take prisoners or war home. Everyone must die at the war front. If I win, I go back home. The government of Uganda, not the government. Chairman, you are here, the leadership. Government is a big thing. The government undermined the state and made sure by 2021, things were done like that. The civic space shrinked. We were not allowed to do anything. Anything, you were arrested. Blah, blah. Then came in this scale of Chinese, blah, blah, everything. By the time we were going to vote, the government wanted it like that. In fact, the percentage of voter turnout towards that result, sir, do you have it? Can we compare? You find the voter turnout was reduced because the government just wanted it to be. In fact, not the government. The party called NRM wanted it to be like that. You get it? Now, that is one. Two, monetarized voter elections. Money transacted hands. And that's why for me I have problems. That's the feel I had. Up to election day, we captured the voices. Miraka has a report because all of us decided to work under consortium managed by Miraka at that given time. All of us. I hope goes as a member, even you, Peter, you remember. Kangula Lawrence is in this room, you remember. And the money transacted hands up to the night of voting, up to voting day. So the monetarized election underpins and undermines our democracy processes. Elections is the kingmaker of a democracy. Without elections, you can't say you are democratic. It is the biggest yardstick in elections. Now, social media came in. Social media is good, technology is good, but it disorganized everything in that day. Results were being given as and when people want. Graphics designers were giving the real logo of Electoral Commission, sir. All of us here. That now chairman is on this one is on this. You know, I've told someone yesterday that if you want to see media influence, go to social media and Twitter. People can influence you from nowhere if you follow those things. Sometimes I thank my brother, Honorable Joab, he doesn't follow things on like maybe social media. Wherever I'm with him, he just reads, keeps quiet, he tells you on the side, my brother, it is okay. He continue. But if you follow social media, you're in trouble. So social media, I was about to cause war in Uganda. Because elections were, you get it. At one time, Bobby Wine was at, not Bobby Wine, Chagulanyi was at 70%. NRM guys were about to kill us. So that one was also something I observed. Observation election, I've talked about it. Maintained electoral, we had the most disorganized observation, 2021. But it is the making of the government. EU did not come in, we had no money. The money we had was small money. We wanted to organize ourselves, but still the sources were not enough. And the political parties were not involved. Now, on the election day, something is very funny. I'm coming up, sir. When I went to a place called Kasenen, chairman of, Nyantozi, do you have chairman Nyantozi here?
By that time it was still...
Budong. There is the farthest sub-county when you are going to the border in Kiria. It is called what? The farthest polling station in Kaseni, but you pass Kaseni and you go towards now Kigorobi. The chairman knows, in fact, it touches the chairman. When I did that, I found only the agents of Honorable Cosmas. I swear the rest. No, I'm not criminalizing him, but that is my friend. The truth is, I even told him, I said a man and a half. I drove to Kijunjugu. I went to the farthest polling station. Still agents were not there. My friends here from FDC, from BP, you want who to take the agents for your team that side. You get it. If you don't have it, who will have it? You get it.
Make your last.
Then the pre-election period publication, I've talked about it, sir. I'm requesting through you to make sure that we have pre-election. It's a very important thing. A country without highly organized elections, we can't say we are democratic. In fact, our elections of 2021 were at World Bank. It is okay, you guys passed all, but for us internally, it was almost a one-sided thing. You get it? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What education? Civic education. What are we doing? Are we telling the people about their roles? That's how we start from. What are you supposed to do as a citizen? Who are you as a citizen? Including by them paying the tax and obligation. Towards election, then we start the issues of who is the
powers and functions of institutions
of government. Powers and functions of institutions of government, what the parliament does, what we do. All these things are supposed to be brought out to a citizen. By the time we are reaching an election, we shall have been fighting indirectly the issue of monetarized elections. We shall be fighting indirectly the militarized election. In fact, me, I laugh at Ugandans. All of you, when you are standing for election, you are standing against one institution, the state machinery. That is it. Nothing else we are doing. State machinery. The moment you err as an ERM chairman in Masindia, try to err my father, we shall fail together. Because I'm going to support you. Public amendment. The truth is, they will fire all of us, me and you, to Jabukua. You either side with the state machinery, you go to the commanding officer, say, Amoti Wevare, when even you are supposed to be your son, yes, chairman, without state machinery, you will fail. So all of us are fighting one what? And that state machinery has been here for 37 what? 37 years. Even what I'm telling my brother now, let me tell you, you are going to take our budget. You said the people Masindi said they want civic education. They will call you aside and say, what are you trying to do? What are you targeting? What is your problem? Do you want your job or you don't want your job? You will come back here and say, onajua, sijui, enyamangogote inenda, sijui na kuwa sijui. These are the things I talk about. Okay. So, for me, mine is that, as my brother said, it is from us, for us, and for us. Here we are. The reforms must start here with us. We don't want them from anywhere else. And these reforms, Mr. Jwabi have said the truth. I was part of the citizen. The culprit of the citizen pact is seated here with me. We were part of it. At that time, for us, we were the Akadogos. They would send us water. I was already an ED, but we were younger than them. We made the youth manifesto. Be like one Panasa, were part of it. We made me and you too. But what did they do? We sent these things to Kadaga using a DGF. We sat in a very nice meeting. What happened? All these reforms, my young brother Jadit, Lamiwash Pawon, all we took them to Kadaga first. And Kadaga was a more welcoming Speaker of Parliament. This one is the feedback you have to speak. She was more welcoming at that time. She talked our language. We thought things were what? The current speaker, even if you are capturing, she will know. If you want to arrest me, I don't care. She will not welcome our things as, I don't know whether we can walk to her, the way she's highly militarized, that we can reach and say this is the season what? But Kadaga we reached. Joab was not yet an MP at that time. I reached at Kadaga. So most of these things need to start with us. The NGOs, let me start with NGOs. It is our time now to start citizen engagement. Electoral Commission is not going to help us. It can only give us, can I call it legal backing, a legal blessing? They don't have the money, nothing. That man has one pickup. You have the second. The one who drives it is also there, I'm seeing it. One what? Pickup. So what will you do with it? So it is our role as civil society. Faith-based institution, the business community, we have been relaxing behind. But this is a warning to business community. If the elections are not done well, the biggest loser, Mr. Nasa, is who? It is the private sector to lose. So it is our time to also start getting what? Engaged. But the civil society, my colleagues here, RDP, MIRAC, Coordinate, MICOD, all of us, our time should start now. Mr. Kangula Lawrence, you are senior to me in this. If we start early, we shall have a better election that's a little bit representative.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Men, free men, two men, one man must love. One man must love Uganda.
Civil society members seated here. I can mention all of them, starting with Mr. Biret Wanpanasi. Going on up to Kagadi Kakumila, I know all of them. I commit to work with the regional election office, the 9 election officers, plus the civil societies here, to sit and will develop. I want NASA to listen carefully. Develop a joint program that will focus at preparing our citizens for the next election.
Okay.
That's my commitment. That's what I can give up. Thank you.